He was the best ground attack aircraft of World War II. The Soviets called him a tank in flight. He is also the Black Death Minister. Stalin once likened the machine as indispensable as the bread and air of the Red. He was during the Soviet-German War. Who made great contributions to the main weapon of the attack aircraft. It's a medium-loaded 20mm cannon. Two 7.62mm can drop 8 rockets. There is also a 12.7mm self-defense machine. The reason why it is called, not just because the Il-2 has a lot of fire. The most important thing is his strong survival. Important parts of all protected by alloy armor, can resist well ground high shotgun attack. In addition, the cockpit of the Il also fitted with 57mm. The Germans are quite annoyed with Il-2 because they are extremely difficult to shoot down. The Il-2 was built 36,000 during World War II. It is the largest single-produced military aircraft in December 1940. A German armored unit walking on the snow to Moscow. Soviet army with immediately dispatched Tu-122 to hit them. Nikolai soon found the target. See the plane in the sky. The Germans immediately set up machine guns. However, this level of can't break through the armor of the Il-2. After some bombing, Nikolai and his teammates successfully. The teammates also sang excitedly. However, at this, a German fighter jet suddenly appeared and attacked them. Liuji driver died on the 1-2 attack planes. That is, once the pilot dies and the machine gunners in the back row can. Nikolai watching the plane crash, but can't do anything. 3 Dove fighter jets are like hungry tigers, fly fast towards Nikolai. The machine gunner opened fire and just when the two sides were shocked by the machine gun jam. Seeing the fighter jets getting closer and the machine gunner pulled out a. This scene directly amused the German pilot. Seeing this, Nikolai resorted to his own killer. Watching teammates get 2 other German fighter jets launched a fierce attack on them. 122E's fuel tank was pierced. Nikolai can only find a place, but it's all German controlled areas below. A shell exploded around them. Fortunately, Nikolai is only the wing took a shot. The Germans immediately drove and pursued. At the same time, 2 other planes caught up. Nikolai wants to release smoke bombs to confuse. I never thought the smoke bomb would get stuck. Seeing that the plane is running out of fuel, a clearing suddenly appeared ahead. Nikolai immediately took control of the plane. An ill-attack plane ran out of fuel. Emergency landing in progress. The 2 just climbed out of. The Germans caught up. Fortunately, the machine gunner successfully repaired the machine gun. However, the Germans were not, and it also has an exhaust. Facing a situation where the enemy, Nikolai immediately released a then run towards the woods with your team. Just then, a cannonball fell behind Nikolai, caused him to be blown out. Seeing this, his teammates quickly However, the house leak was red. A large river blocked their way. Seeing that the Germans are about to, teammates put Nikolai on a piece of ice. Let him drift. I resolutely returned. After drifting for a day and Nikolai finally come here, but he hasn't figured out what's going on. 2 German soldiers appeared again. Nikolai jumped into the river and ran for his. After some strafing, Nikolai shot in the leg. After successfully, Nikolai quickly tore off the map. Start living. The most important thing right now is to drive, otherwise he will freeze. Fortunately, the German defense here is no pursuer. God became his worst enemy. At this point, Nikolai's wound is in. He found some herbs in the snow. Dig a hole in the tree with a knife. Put the hot stone. Put the blood clot in with the herbs. A simple decoction is ready. However, using fire in the wild is not only also easy to provoke. The three wolves took advantage of his attacked him. Fortunately, Nikolai still has a pistol. After dawn, Nikolai continued in the direction of Moscow, but what he didn't expect was the three wolves caught up again. Nikolai hurried to the woods. Can drag a wounded leg. How can you outrun a wolf? As the two sides confront, the sound of a plane suddenly came from the sky. It turned out that there was a bridge guarded by the Germans. The Soviets are preparing to bomb the bridge. The Germans immediately fire. Loud noise scares away wolves. Just when Nikolai thought he had escaped, a German soldier trying to avoid fighter jets right in front of Nikolai. Soldier just wanted to. He was shot by Nikolai and killed. But the German commander soon discovered soldier was killed with pistol, so he concluded that the escaped Soviet pilot must be near. Day 10 of the escape. Nikolai's feet have been severely lost consciousness, but he didn't. Abandoned but limped on the road. Suddenly, three hungry wolves reappeared like ghosts. Nikolai hurriedly began to. He is in a panic, accidentally fell into a trap dug. Seeing this, the head wolf pounced, used the stings in the trap. The man successfully killed the wolf, but he was also exhausted and passed. Wake up again. Nikolai found himself lying in a carriage. An old hunter rescued him. It turns out that the hunter's son-in-law. Back home, the hunter hid Nikolai in the cellar. The old hunter also hid a military dog. After some treatment, Nikolai finally saved his life. However, at the pursuit of Nikolai, German army suddenly. It turns out that the old hunter is. The Germans asked him to help repair some broken. What a coincidence. Nikolai also woke up at this time. The severe pain caused him to keep going deep. The military doctor quickly stuffed in his mouth, but the German commander still heard something. Shoot him twice to the ground. After a while, the sound of a mouse. Nikolai escaped. Waiting period. The German commander was suddenly found a piece of bloody gauze. Combined with the expression of the hunter's wife, the German commander suddenly thought of, but still a step too late. The son-in-law and the military doctor have angry German army burned down the hunter's house and hanged their family of three. Then followed the trail of the sled. Seeing that the Germans are about to catch up with at this time, the blizzard suddenly. The traces left by the three were also covered. The Germans thought they must not get far, so decided to split up. Due to the blizzard, the military doctor and son-in-law decided, but they just left. German command. I found Nikolai lying on the ground. Heard gunshot. The two return immediately. Saw the German commander killed by Nikolai. Son-in-law is a. There must be a lot of Germans around here. We have nothing. Surrender. After hearing this, the military then run for his life with Nikolai. The son-in-law was captured by the Germans. His fate can be imagined. The medic pulls Nikolai on. The emperor pays off. After 18 days on the run, Nikolai finally came to the Soviet-German war. Take advantage. They crawled into the station and found the large. However, due to severe frostbite plus the previous gun, doctors had to amputate both his legs. When Nikolai woke up and found himself without his legs, he was completely desperate because his dream is to return to the blue. But he wasn't discouraged. After installing the Nikolai exercises day, after countless falls, he finally stood up. The screen turned. Air battle again. Nikolai, after shooting down, bitten by another enemy plane. Their mission is to blow up the bridge ahead. But now, he only has the last two shells left. After aiming at the Nikolai immediately pressed the launch, but missed. Seeing the enemy plane getting close, critical moment, Nikolai fires smoke bombs. Back to base. Everyone gave him a military salute together. At this moment, Nikolai got the greatest satisfaction. This is his highest reward and encouragement. This is a movie based on a true event. The film commemorates Soviet pilots, Belousov, Leonid, filmed by several heroes such as Gorkievich. During the Soviet Germany, several pilots lost their legs in battle. They did not choose to retire because of their but for the country to return to the blue sky. Finally, I pay high tribute to them.